Alright, hello and welcome to Football Twaddle. My name is Saru. Tanuj has decided not to be part of this podcast because the topics which we suggested covered no Arsenal players. So he's boycotting it. Yes?
No, an honorary Arsenal player I shall mention in his honor.
But he didn't think that much, did he? Alright, Yash, how are you? What's up?
All good, buddy.
We took a break last week.
Yes.
And I am assuming you did not watch any football.
No, man. Nations League, the biggest competition in the world.
Did you? Oh, yeah. You were watching some England games. I saw on WhatsApp.
Yeah, and they put me to sleep. So it's brilliant for insomniacs.
Good lullaby. But what we'll do is, let's talk a few things about the Premier League of the season gone by.
Yep.
And let's see if our opinions are the same.
Mm-hmm.
There are 9 points which I had sent to you guys.
Right.
So let's start with the first one. Who is your player of the year?
Oh, man. The player of the year, I'm going to say Kevin De Bruyne simply because the impact he's had on the title.
What do you mean? Then Gundogan should be your player of the year.
No, I'm not saying about a specific moment, but, over the season in several games and simply, how when it comes to the eye test, he produced so many brilliant moments.
I follow the eye test for fantasy. Nothing ever happens. But not Mohamed Salah.
Not really. I mean, we've seen Salah do this over the years. So there's diminishing returns to his impact.
I see. So Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Is there no one else in City who can claim?
Probably
Cancelo.
Yeah.
Yes. He was so good.
He's brilliant, man. What a right back he is.
Is he a better right back than Dani Alves was ever?
Oh yeah, I would say so.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Dani Alves played when did he look good? When he played in a brilliant Barcelona team.
He looked good when Busquets was managing the Barcelona team and feeding passes to Xavi, Messi.
Sure.
So yeah.
Okay.
that's when he looked good.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, come on, he's Dani Alves is a decorated player. Maybe Cancelo won't be as decorated as he is, but the impact he's having on the game is way much more.
All right. Since we're talking about the best right backs ever, Tony Cruz put out a message saying that Marcelo is the best left back ever. Didn't you put something out?
Yeah, something similar. So he has I think he has a record number of Champions Leagues, but there are aspects to his game which include defending, after which his position is named, where he sort of struggled at times. So
so this is what Tony Cruz has put. I can say I've played with the best left back of all time.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, Paolo Maldini also moved there. And Paolo Maldini was the exact opposite of this guy. He wasn't left-footed. He didn't rely on his pace, but he was like a Rolls Royce. So yeah.
So Nazi boy is wrong. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Young player of the year.
Oh,
Who
man.
got it? Who got the award of young player? Mason Mount.
Didn't Phil Foden get it? I don't know.
Let me just check. But you can generically say any young player. You don't have an age cutoff.
Yeah, so if 23 is the age cutoff, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Yeah, so
Phil Foden got it.
Phil Foden, yeah, I think that's right. And of course, I'm biased towards him. So for the impact he had, I don't think any of the teams outside of the top four had a youngster who made that big an impact. Of course, Arsenal's entire midfield is young, but they finished fifth and they were average.
Look at the young player of the year. Phil Foden was this year. Phil Foden was last year.
Yeah.
Before that was Trent Alexander-Arnold. And before that was Raheem Sterling. Man,
what?
Yeah, 2018.
Oh yeah, so 23 being the cutoff, it's really unfair. I remember, I think Cristiano Ronaldo won the young player of the year he won the Ballon d'Or.
Really?
So
he was still young then.
So yeah, he was 23. This is at Manchester United. So I mean, I don't know, this
2006-7. He was PPY, FWA, FPY, PPS.
Yeah, whatever. So this category really needs to lower its age bar at right now.
Man. So after Cristiano Ronaldo came Cesc Fabregas, and then guess who was the young player of the year in 2008-9 and 9-10? There's no way on earth you can guess this. One is a Manchester United legend and the other is a Liverpool legend.
Sturridge?
No, Ashley Young.
Oh God.
And James Milner. He was a young player in 2009.
To be fair, Ashley Young was very good for Aston Villa that year.
Yes.
8-9.
And James Milner also was for Aston Villa. And Jack Wilshere, Kyle Walker, Gareth Bale, Eden Hazard, Harry Kane, Dele Alli, Leroy Sané, Raheem Sterling. Dude, not bad. Yes,
yeah,
it's a good roster.
It's a good roster.
All right. The team of the season.
Right.
I had written comments on the team of the season because we don't want to just go through that. People can see it on Twitter.
Yeah.
But what I want to talk about is Aymeric Laporte's meme, which he put out on Twitter of Jose Mourinho saying that I prefer not to speak.
No, I think this is the long controversy about Pep saying that everybody favors Liverpool, and there are like 6 Liverpool players in there or 5.
Yes.
Yeah, so of course City won the title, so they will feel entitled. But I mean, in response to Laporte, I would say that he's playing in a club that has 2 different teams who play half a season each, so it's difficult for them to get in.
I know, but so much for everyone hating on Mourinho. They just find only his memes, huh?
No, but his memes are fantastic. Come on. This is more of a tribute, I think, to Mourinho.
Eventually, it's all come down to that.
Yeah.
All right, manager of the season. We spoke about it briefly. Jurgen Klopp has been given manager of the season.
I mean, that's not a bad shout. I think.
Come on, there's so many better ones. The Brentford guy was so good.
Yeah, and of course, the manager of our team,
Eddie Howe. Yeah. So
good shouts.
Like, why did they give it to Klopp? I don't get it.
I think because he won both of the domestic competitions. So.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, of course, trophies color people's opinion. Right?
I prefer not to speak. Yes, all right. So, yeah. Okay. Match of the year. That I asked you to do some research. Let me see what you come up with.
I'm way too biased for the last game of City season where they beat Steven Gerrard in like 5 minutes.
That has to be match of the year. The amount of tension that was in the game.
Yes, absolutely. Then it's brilliant, right? I mean, there's so much drama. Then the follow-up of that was Salah scoring and getting disappointed seconds later. So yeah, it was brilliant. It was a great end of season.
Which are the other good matches? Let me see if you remember.
No, so of course, quality-wise, the 2-2s between Liverpool and Man City were brilliant. And I think Conte beating Pep Guardiola in the second half of the season, that was a Conte masterclass. So
yeah, but then Tottenham have done it for 2 years so often, so it was not really.
Have they?
Yes.
Beaten City all the time?
Yes.
Okay. No, I remember
become a bogey team.
Initial days Pochettino had his number, but they sort of struggled.
Like even Mourinho beat them, even Nuno beat them.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, all right. So I've taken out the Guardian article. So let me see if you even remotely remember all these games. Right. Brentford, Liverpool 3-3. Do you remember that?
Vaguely, when everyone was going gaga about the Brentford style of play and all that.
Okay, fine. Liverpool City 2-2. That I mentioned. That was a great game.
Great game. Both games are great.
Okay, West Ham Chelsea. West Ham beat Chelsea 3-2 in December. They came back twice from behind. I remember this game. In the 80-some minute they scored.
Not me.
So, yeah. And Man City Leicester 6-3. What? Okay, this was a ridiculous... Actually, I do remember this game. City was 4-0 up. Right. And then Leicester made it 4-3. And then City scored 2 more goals. That was a crazy game. Right. Then they say Everton, Crystal Palace, 2 teams which we definitely don't watch. Yep. So these were their 5 games of the season.
Right.
I mean, it's surprising they don't talk about City beating...
The last day, right? I mean,
yeah. Anyway, so that is done. And then biggest surprise of the year. What surprised you this season, Yash?
Well, I guess the 2 teams, Manchester United and Everton, being as bad as they were this season was quite surprising.
Yeah, but Benitez, Everton, actually.
But I mean, I wouldn't have guessed that they would finish outside the top 10, and for them to be in a relegation battle was insane.
Was Everton, right?
Yeah.
But why did United surprise you?
No, it was surprising how bad it got, and I mean, they eventually ended up 6th because the other teams were bad, because the point tally was insanely bad. And given that United finished 2nd last season, and they had a decent window with Sancho and Varane and the surprise package of Ronaldo, so I thought I certainly did not think they would win this season, but
at least top 4. Yeah. You know what's the biggest surprise I thought?
Right.
Mike Ashley actually selling Newcastle United, dude. For 2.5 years, he's been trying to sell, and then people come on the table, and then he jacks up his asking price by 100 million. So, and England somehow asking Roman Abramovich to sell Chelsea. That was...
Yeah, nobody could see that coming.
Yeah. I mean, we clearly
that's extra football.
We haven't spoken much about it, but that's clearly end of an era. Yeah. American owners, we all know, it either is it's not like, it doesn't have that mythical character about it, which that's the true. Asians and the Russians bring in.
Exotic owners bringing their...
Exactly. And Roman was crazy. Yeah. Okay, best signing of the season.
Man, let's do nominees for this, dude.
Okay.
I'm going to say Kulievski.
Kulusevski. Is that what he is?
And Dan Burn.
Dan Burn. Oh.
And who else can
you have to put Kieran Trippier in that. I mean, he played like 3 games, but he's changed the culture of the club.
Yeah, he was going out on podcasts.
Yeah, and people are like, dude, like, what did you learn from Simeone? And he's like, yes. And even Eddie Howe said, this guy's changed everything. People look up to Trippier. So,
fair enough. And the obvious one is the Liverpool guy.
Are you not going to talk about Douglas. Aaron Ramsdale of Arsenal? I think he deserves a shout to be.
Okay, I mean, he makes a certain number of saves look spectacular unnecessarily, but
do you remember Arsenal fans crying, ki, what are we doing? Why are we buying Ramsdale? And
yeah, so the bar was pretty low, is what I say.
Okay, fine. Wow.
And I mean, who's the Liverpool guy? Who's gonna obviously be
Luis Diaz?
Luis Diaz, yeah.
Oh yeah, he was. How is Liverpool managing to buy all these expensive guys so good all the time now?
I mean, Klopp has been at the club for a while, so they know what direction that they're in. They don't have to rebuild. They know what pieces of the puzzle they're missing.
It's hardly ever happens, how much ever direction or how much of stability. Like literally every big name signing does well for them. Jota did well.
Yeah.
Luis Diaz did well. When Salah was not really that big. Yeah. Van Dijk, Alisson.
Yeah. Diego Alcantara, after having a bad season, he's really come good.
How is it that everyone does well for Liverpool?
Yeah, man. I mean, they're a pretty strong team with the best manager, so there's something there.
Yeah, they do so well and come second. So yeah, all right. Worst signing of this season.
Dude, this has to be Lukaku. Buy a country mile. Buy a country mile.
Dude, was he an Inter mole? What happened?
I don't know. And it's not just his on-pitch stuff. I mean, on-pitch, as expected, he stat padded at the end of the year to look like a average striker.
Do you know, Lukaku has scored at least 25 more Premier League goals over his career than Didier Drogba.
Wow. Yeah, but I mean, he was at Everton for a long, long time. Drogba, I don't know, 6-7 years in the Premier League or 8 years probably.
2012, as soon as they won the Champions League, he left and then he came back for short leash, right? So Lukaku has only spent 2 years at Inter. That's just 2 years outside. Yeah, Lukaku has to be the worst signing of the season.
Easily. I mean, because there's the price tag, there's the flirting with Inter, there's it's good. The recipe is perfect for a bad signing.
Or is it because you think Tuchel just doesn't? Tuchel thought he could make do with Lukaku, but he just has no idea how to play with. I mean, a big striker like that.
Yeah, these sort of things happen in football, man. But this was just everything coming to roost, right? It's not like they got him for free. And of course, that the timing of that interview being delayed was unfortunate, but there was no firefighting to that situation. It got worse and worse, and right now I think he's trying to manipulate his way back to Inter.
Yeah, and Chelsea are like, we paid so much,
yes.
So everyone's trying to save face here.
Yeah.
All right, most improved player of the season. Let me go first. Joelinton.
Oh yeah, great.
He has to be like good. I think City should buy him now. He's that good.
Yeah, and change of position as well. But this is where, in the honor of Baru, I'll mention the honorable mentions. I'm going to say Eddie Nketiah.
Is he a signing?
Improved player, right?
Sorry. Is he an...
Yeah, so
I don't know how...
He's Arsenal's top scorer this season, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I think...
I didn't know.
I think him and Lacazette with 5 goals are at the top.
Wait, dude, this is... Let me Google this.
Like such a socialist club that they share their goals around.
Okay. Arsenal top scorers for this season. Okay, this is Arsenal top scorers. So this is not just Premier League, huh? I don't know what else did they play, but whatever. What is GL?
I don't know.
Okay, Saka 12. Smith-Rowe 11, Nketiah 10, Odegaard 7, Obama is 7, Lacazette 6, Martinelli 6. Dude, Arsenal had and Xhaka has scored 1 goal. That's screamer. Oh, so good. All right, so that is it.
So yeah, from being less than a squad player to being a striker. So that's my nominee, but yes.
Yeah, but he can't beat Joelinton.
Yeah,
Joelinton was a beast. All right, I think... should we take a break? Okay, just before the break, I don't want to get into this Manchester United bullshit again. But here we go. United's value has dropped over £1.3 billion after shares fell to a record low on Monday. By the close of play on June 13th, shares of United was just $11, a drop of 47% since October 2021. Yeah, I don't know how much to read into this. That's because everyone's just selling shares all over the world.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I mean, the only, what can we say? The only hope that we have is now the shares at least are affordable if someone wants to make a bid. But I don't think these shares on the stock market are worth more than 30% of the club. So even if someone buys enough shares, still, the Glazers will have to sell. Maybe this is such bad news that they lose their hope of gaining anything substantial from the club and sell it to someone
Actually,
decent.
that is not true. Now that Chelsea's been bought for like 4.5 billion or something, which is the biggest purchase ever. United obviously is a bigger club, so they'll be like, if not at least give us that much. So they're not selling anywhere. They have an easy life.
Yeah, fair enough. It's just an indicator that might push them, because I mean, I have read news about family members of that damn family who have raised capital based on their ownership. Now, if the valuation of the club goes down, it's just the capital they'll be able to raise.
That is why Stan Kroenke wasn't spending on transfers, right? Because he wanted to show cash in hand in Arsenal. Based on that, he raised a loan to buy a mall in the US. So well, all of that happens. All right, we should take a break right now. Our producer Vinay has kindly sent me like some 32 pieces of information.
Wow.
On transfers. So let's get to one by one. So stay tuned to Football Twaddle. All right, welcome back to Football Twaddle. Yeah. Yash, Gabriel Jesus to Tottenham is on. Why does he only want to go to North London?
Man.
Does he actually want to go to North London, or are all these just rumors by Jesus?
Well, it could be his agent. And I mean, yeah, come on. He's lived in Manchester, which is the second best city in England to live. So he wants to go to London, where where all the parties are. Him being Brazilian, so yeah.
All right.
And he wants more game time, right? Now that Erling Haaland has arrived at City, there's no chance of him to start.
But do you think he'll move? I mean, he has to move.
He has to move now because he was not getting a start at all, and now Pep has actually bought a striker. So yeah, if he wants to play football, he has to move. Otherwise, he's going to waste a year of his life, and that's crucial.
All right. Okay. Fine. Let's see. Everton demand more than £50 million for Tottenham transfer target Richarlison.
Dude, Richarlison was in the news simply because of him insulting Carragher.
No, he was not. Everton started playing, at least getting wins because he came back from injury.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know, man. He plays for Brazil, but Brazil aren't really great at this moment. So he's not like a top striker in the world. I mean, he's great for Everton. He's good for he was great for Watford. That level of club he was great for. He's decent for Everton. I don't see him playing for a
But talking
big team.
of Tottenham, Conte is just buying an entire new team. But
this is what Conte does, right? This is a typical Conte second season.
Yeah, didn't he and rape accused Bissouma? He got him.
Oh God,
dude!
Yeah.
Forget the.
Right.
I mean, we really I don't know what to comment on it, but think something. No, why are you paying? What is the contract clause that you will play till the case happens, and in the case, if you're guilty, we will suspend your contract?
I don't know, mate. I mean, maybe Conte thinks I'll be bouncing next year anyway, so I'll extract the maximum out of him.
Poor guy, Conte. He offered himself to PSG. PSG fired Pochettino, and still no one is considering him. Wow. And Mourinho's guy is now the football director at PSG, Luis Campos.
Yeah, next season. Mourinho in.
Yeah, I hope he wins Serie A with Roma. Then I will proudly say on the podcast,
that's
the greatest manager ever. All right. Okay, there is some mysterious news. There is a top Premier League club, just a top Premier League, about to exercise the release clause of FC Porto's Vitinha. The midfielder has a clause set for 40 million euros. One of the main interested parties is Manchester United.
Dude, Manchester United is thrown in for
everything,
for clicks, man. It's just, this is not happening.
All right.
I think maybe Wolves will buy him because it's from Portugal.
All right. Okay. Zinchenko is the second option for Barcelona if they fail to sign Marcos Alonso.
How are Barcelona doing all this? I don't understand, man. How can you be in $1 billion in debt and play in a league that has a salary cap? Amazing this is.
I mean, look at the brand value then.
Yeah, I mean,
amazing, no? People are willing to play for free.
No doubt. I mean, it's been 3 years since they won the league, so that is on the decline.
Okay, this definitely is fake news. AS Monaco wants to sign Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo from Liverpool. What? The English side are demanding 15 to 20 million euros to let him go.
I guess
Did this guy even play in the league?
No, he's probably Klopp's only underwhelming signing.
And they're going to extract 20 million from him. Manchester City are ready to price Bernardo Silva out of a move to Barcelona and will demand in excess of 80 million pounds. So Barcelona is just now targeting anyone and everyone.
Yeah, I mean Bernardo's a super player. If I was Pep, I wouldn't want to make him go.
Okay,
Let him go.
Bayern Munich are prepared to submit a third bid for Sadio Mane today. Yes, while we are recording, they're going to submit. So by the time the episode is out,
Right.
there'll be a fourth bid, right? The feeling around the deal is that the position in the negotiation between both the clubs are getting closer and closer. So generally,
I mean, this is going to happen, right?
I know,
think
but
it's
when
gonna
people say clubs are getting closer, I never see a club saying that, okay, fine, give us 20 million less. Basically, a club asks for a price, the other club just slowly in steps comes to that price and they pay it out.
Yeah.
Why can't they just finish it off?
No, but I mean, I think these are, they want to pay these in riders. Like if he scores like 20 goals for us, blah, blah. Things like that. Rather than just paying cash up front. So that's going to happen.
That way.
Yeah.
Okay. We spoke about Poch
Right.
getting out of PSG. He would like to make a return to the Premier League. So what job will he be looking at?
I don't think next season when Conte leaves Spurs, he'll go there.
1 year, if he's out of the game, it'll be...
Not really, I know. Louis van Gaal came after so long into the Netherlands job.
No, but he was still at the Netherlands job. No, he didn't take a 1 year sabbatical.
Dude, he was out for a long time.
But Van Gaal, come on. Are you comparing Van Gaal to like Poch? Van Gaal is an institution.
I mean, what is... Pochettino can't really go to a smaller club. A small club rather. And there are no jobs available, right? I mean, let's say the Leicester manager gets sacked. I don't think he'll go to Leicester next season.
Brendan? No, come on. No. Leicester
you don't want him to get sacked, but I don't know.
No, Leicester is such a likable team and Brendan should just be there. We should not get all this bad influence fellows in that Leicester. They have that story going on for them of exotic Thai guys.
Yeah.
And okay, Arsenal doing Arsenal things. Arsenal have an opening bid of 51.2 million pounds rejected for Napoli striker Victor Osimhen.
Why?
You think 51 million, okay. But then Napoli told he's costing 100 million. So Arsenal said, Hacha. So we'll bid 51.
50 plus 1.
Why? Dude, this club, no. Why do they even try all these stunts? Even their fans laugh at this bullshit.
Yeah, man.
So,
They should just stick to buying people from the French league.
and this is very, credible news because you know who tweeted this? Mattino di Napoli. A guy from Napoli called Mattino is tweeting this. Manchester City are doing weird things. They want to buy Calvin Phillips for 51 million pounds. Imagine Calvin Phillips is worth 51 million.
Yeah, I mean, they have money to burn. They half their squad plays for only half the season, man. And this guy is so injury prone that he will not even cry about being on the bench.
He'll be like...
He'll be like, half the time Gundogan plays, half the time Calvin Phillips plays. So it's fine.
All right. While we were on break, on Twitter, I followed Manchester United's Twitter feed. Every day they were thanking one player.
Right.
Why couldn't they just put out an Excel list? Kiwi thanks so and get done with it?
No, but they have to fill all these days to stop fans from crying about no signings being made, right?
I think fans are very happy all these people are leaving finally.
Yeah, because United are terrible at selling players. So half the job in the window is done by all these players leaving by themselves.
Yes,
or their contract being getting over.
So the last podcast we said Frankie de Jong doesn't want to leave Barcelona. So Manchester United have made him the number one target.
Right.
Now supposedly that he is close to signing for United. Can you shed more light?
Yeah, so I'm sure Eric Ten Hag had called him up and said, what's the difference? That club is in shambles, this club is in shambles, at least I'm here.
What?
At least I can buy players that you want to play with.
I can pay you salary, Frankie.
Yes. You don't have to do a PK.
Yeah, okay. Then what else is there? Paul Pogba to Juventus is a done deal, not according to Fabrizio, according to
Juventus is such a weird club. Every alternate season, their financial position is different. Like they are rich one season, next season they have to sell all the
So
good
4
players.
years ago, Juventus said and people are like, what a transfer model is this?
Right.
They're getting people on free transfer. Then 1 year after that, people said it's actually not free because they're paying such heavy agent fees and sign-on bonuses. And then the third year, they said, that has destroyed the club strategy.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, let's just just go back to it. They waited for Mino Areola to die and get Paul Pogba because now they don't have to pay Areola like 35-40 million pounds.
Man, Pogba's salary must be so much. I think he'll buy a hotel in Turin now.
Oh, just in.
Uh-huh.
Manchester City are interested in Frankie de Jong.
Yeah, sure.
However, paying 85 million euros for him is not an option. Oh, this is interesting because it seems Ilkay Gundogan is not very happy with his position as Manchester City because of the game time he's getting, and he's actively looking at getting out because I think he's won like 3 or 4 leagues, whatever. Right. So I read this because Roma supposedly want to get him, but his salary demands are too much for that small club. So they're like, we can't even pay you 7 million per year. So that's how I came to know. So if that is the case, Frankie de Jong kind of makes sense.
Yes, but I just feel that Man City are just trying to make sure that United spend most of their transfer kitty here and not strengthen.
All right. My favorite player ever, Nemanja Matic, is at Roma.
Yeah, that's just like that was such a hidden secret. Especially, when he was pointing the number 3 in the crowd. He forgot where he was.
Fuck, Matic also has won 3 Premier Leagues. That's amazing. 2 with Mourinho. Yeah. So, all right. What else is there going on? Rafinha. What Leeds are just selling people wholesale now? Calvin Phillips, Rafinha's gone. Rafinha is a target for Chelsea.
I guess they want a more robust, survivable team. Now that
yeah, but this is a joke, right? Yeah. So this is via the Athletic. Rafinha is a target for Chelsea, Arsenal, and Tottenham this summer. Amid concerns that Barcelona will be unable to fund the deal. Like, what the
Rafinha is a good player. I mean, Arsenal, he'll be good for Arsenal actually if that happens. I'll be sad to see him go to Arsenal.
Yeah. No, why? Come on. Arsenal is a decent mid-table club. You shouldn't feel bad about lesser that have also rans. But a lot of these days, I'm not just seeing much of news on Manchester United. And Erik ten Hag, I think, has reined in all the transfer speculation as well.
Yeah, I mean, most of the scouts have just left their jobs or have been fired. So I think
the only news is about Frankie de Jong. That's all.
No, but there was some news about Eriksen, right? Eriksen, because he's free, they're like, chalo, like second option. And there is wild speculation about that Brazilian winger Antony who used to play, who was at Ajax with Erik ten Hag.
Okay.
He's just from what I've seen, he's just like a left-footed player. And back in the old days, when you had a left-footed player in your team, you play on the left. Now is the time of inverted wingers. So if you have a left-footed player, you play him on the right.
Is he a left-footed Dan James?
No, I think he has more skill than Dan James. Maybe he does not run as fast, but...
You are a vindictive man.
No, but
James is... Poor guy, you guys ruined his career. He had to go.
Career?
Whatever he was going to be a happy player. You guys,
but now he's at Leeds.
Just let him be at Leeds. Now, why did you bring him here for all the abuse?
God knows.
Our favorite Mark Goldbridge was taking off on Dan James for so long. He's on Talk Sport now, Mark Goldbridge. They're like, he's a big shot, dude.
Dude, he was a big shot for
He was a big shot YouTuber. Years. Now he's a respectable pundit. Yeah, come on, if he's coming on Talk Sport and he's getting on conversations with...
Talk Sport is like the most ridiculous thing. But he's coming on
conversations with like all these big stars of yesteryears and transfer gurus. He talks to Fabrizio Romano every week. What's going on? And Fabrizio entertains him. So he's a good guy. All this leads to only one thing. Darwin Núñez.
Yeah, done deal, right?
Dude, that is crazy. I mean, notwithstanding whatever Klopp said about 100 million players and how he'll leave the game
but
and everything.
But come on, Klopp has made many hypocritical statements, but that's okay. It's not like he's a politician and needs to...
It's not, because I was reading an analysis. And this goes to net spend, right? So take it for whatever it's worth. But the net spend per year since Klopp has been there is about 28 or 29 million pounds.
But that's okay. I mean, it's
so they sell.
It's just another stupid mistake that Barcelona did, right, with Coutinho, which really bumps up the number.
No, that's fine. So they sell well, right? You can't blame Chelsea. You can't blame Chelsea for selling Oscar and Ramirez for like 180 million to China, right? So. But dude, Darwin Núñez, you saw the game of Benfica versus Liverpool.
Yeah, he was brilliant in that game. The only thing I'd say is he's been around only for a year and a half, so we don't know. I mean, the jury's still out.
So what happens to this fellow, Firmino?
Isn't he old right now?
So,
I mean, they were not playing him and playing Diaz, right? So right now, I think Diaz will move to their right and they'll start Nunes up front.
Or can Diaz play in the left? Because if Mane goes...
Oh, sorry, I meant the left. The left.
So
and
Diaz...
Salah on the right, yeah.
And then they have Jota. And dude, jeez, when is this guy going to get out of that club?
Oh, God, 7 more years, but it's okay.
That is just so sad. That's it. Over. We don't have any more transfer news.
Thank God.
That is so sad. Yes. Thank you, Vinay. Burnley have hired Vincent Kompany as manager. So I think I can look forward them to playing in League One the season after that. What has Kompany done? Why has he deserved this job? Let's check it out.
Well, I mean, I don't know where he's worked before, but him being captain...
I just paid the donation to Wikipedia, so they've stopped sending me emails. Teams managed Anderlecht 2020 to 2022, and now he's Burnley.
Anderlecht are a big club in Belgium, so whatever. Who? Standard Liège overtook them?
No, Belgian league has some new guys. There was an interesting story I read, which I can't really recall right now. Okay, there's one more piece of news. I don't know. This seems... FIFA are close to introducing an automatic offside detector system for this year's World Cup. What?
Oh God, that's going to be such a disaster. It'll be fun, but yeah.
Wait, how are you going to do that? Technologically, how are you going to do that?
I don't know. Maybe your computers can see colors now.
But it has to be a sensor on the ball, no?
Yeah, that too. Yeah. So
but if there's a sensor on the ball, what is going to determine where the player is?
It's all down to programming, right?
If you say like this, then
Google. Right now we have Google Maps that works for us. Right? So I mean, how far away is automatic offside sensor?
Anyway, I also had a thought. From next season, should we just do a cricket podcast? Because supposedly Premier League matches are not as valuable, and IPL is the second most important league in the world.
Amazing.
So. Dude, I was reading an analysis and I will obviously read more about it. But now for the amount of rights IPL has gone to, per ball, the broadcasters have to recover about 45 lakhs overall. How are you going to recover 45 lakhs?
Man.
All these companies which are already struggling startups, they will just close down. Someone tweeted out, that was so amazing.
So it's basically a startup killer. It's just mopping up all the investment that is going in.
But some startup guy actually wrote this. With the IPL rights going for such astronomical amounts, we are forced to raise way more money so that we can give it to BCCI.
Wow. So this is like the Robin Hood League. No?
Yeah. And also Newcastle, the only piece of information which I didn't know because I really haven't been watching any football is that Newcastle have taken steps to sign Alphonse Areola.
Okay.
For what? We don't know.
Dubrovka, Areola, I don't know how.
But it's been quiet. So that means there'll be 3-4 signings coming on the way.
Yeah. I mean, I like quiet signings. I mean, for Newcastle this season, if they buy sturdy mid-level players, the progression will be good.
All right. Our friend Chandra says Eriksen to Manchester United will be a Fardu's replacement for Mata. That means
on the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, after all, with that pacemaker.
You need a taller guy on the bench now.
Yeah. To play for 6 minutes every game.
All right. The last thing, Yash, is that are all the World Cup spots decided by now?
I think so. I think Peru, Australia was the last round.
Oh, right? Did you see the penalty show? I saw those last 2-3 penalties. Yeah. What happened? The Australian keeper threw the bottle of the Peru guy.
Because, the typical game theory stats are there that this guy's going to shoot here.
Which everyone sticks to their water bottle.
Yeah.
But is it legally allowed for you to throw the opponent's water bottle?
What are they going to do? Give you a yellow card at the best.
Why red?
Why red? I mean, you didn't throw the keeper away, right?
Oh, then why don't more keepers do it?
I don't know.
Are footballers really stupid?
Yeah, they need to learn gamesmanship.
But yeah, his dance was amazing.
That's true.
At least he was legal, not like that fraud Liverpool keeper. Who was that guy? Jersey Dudek, who moved away 5 meters to save that penalty. I can't believe Liverpool guys go on about it. All right. Wait, let me just check this World Cup. Is Ukraine going to World Cup or not?
No. Wales is.
Ukraine lost to Wales.
Yep.
So Gareth Bale, the legend.
Yes.
Oh, that guy.
They qualified after some donkeys years, 1954.
So Portugal is going.
Yeah, of course they are.
And Wales are going. There was one more spot, no?
That was Australia
Peru thing.
They are going. And so Wales are in the same group as England, Iran and America. So it's Iran versus the Anglosphere.
Oh yeah, they'll back everyone. Iran is very good.
Oh man.
Yes. All right. On that note, what are we going to talk next week? There's
More
only. I
transfers?
hope some transfer happens.
Yeah.
Other than Tottenham buying random players. Otherwise,
Let's see.
Otherwise next week also. What's the update on Frankie? Is he still coming?
We can do a Nations League update.
Not at all. We might as well just take a break. You slept through the match. What do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, it was a joke, buddy.
All right. Okay. Yes.
All
Thanks a
right.
lot.
Thank you.
And hopefully some transfers get done next week so
Yep.
that we can talk something.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, I will just use this week's news. And we should have an Excel update. कि इसका status क्या है. Anyway.
All right.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.